Hi folks, continuing on with my second flight lesson, my CFI brother Bill stresses safety and the need to follow a pre-flight checklist.
Okay, we're here now on the first item on our pre-flight checklist is the cockpit. And so we're going to look inside the airplane. We're going to look for any things that are out of place, anything that's broken, any of that kind of thing. We also want to check the controls. So this is the stick, and pulling it back raises the elevator, and pushing it forward lowers the elevator. So we look back there and we see that by pulling the stick forward and back, we see our elevators going up and down. Moving it from side to side changes the ailerons. The ailerons should go up this way, and they should go up on the other side. So we're going to check the cables that are here, and just inspect them and look for any damage, anything that's bent or broken, and things like that, things that they shouldn't be. Okay, so we like everything that's in the cockpit. All systems seem to be right, and the controls are working for us.
Here is Noah, one of Bill's former students, using the cockpit checklist before takeoff.
Ready to go, and you don't want to be fooling around trying to get the plane lined up or closing the door or something like that when you're doing the takeoff. You want to have your attention completely on controlling the plane and having it go straight down the runway and gaining airspeed to lift off.
Okay, ready to advance throttle, full throttle.
All right, ready for takeoff.
The stability of both of these cameras are affected by the engine vibration. Today we will continue to work on coordinated flight while changing speed and elevation. We will also practice slow flight and stall recovery and experience the dynamic range of this aircraft.
Yeah, that took off fairly quick.
Yep. We're being blown around a little bit down here close to the ground. All right, let's make a left turn and head up towards Lake City Air Park.
Okay.
Easy does it on the ailerons. There you go. Straighten her out. I'll help you.
Okay.
There you go. What's happening now, see, is we're getting those thermal lifts and it's throwing the plane around a little bit.
Yep. You want to go to 2,000 feet?
Yeah. Now, see, feel it starting to smooth out a little bit?
Yep.
You can fly this plane, you know, during the day and so forth, but for training, after about 10 o'clock, if you're down low there, see, it's going to be bouncing all around and more difficult to fly.
Right.
All right, here's our 41. Let's just fly north on 41. We're going to go up to Lake City Air Park.
Okay.
The wind 060 at 5, visibility 10, sky condition clear, temperature 11, dew point 01, altimeter 3037, visual approach 11, Foxtrot.
This is the Gainesville ATIS from the airport there.
Foxtrot,
okay.
1453 Zulu, the wind 060 at 5, visibility 10, sky condition clear, temperature 11, dew point 01, altimeter 3037, visual approach 11, Foxtrot.
Gives you a good view of I-75 there.
Yep. Okay, about 5,200 you say, huh?
Yeah, you're doing real good. You're flying at 60. If you pull it back to 5,200 or so, you can fly at maybe 52, 53 miles an hour.
Okay.
The wind has switched around a little bit on us because we're going across the ground at 60 miles an hour now, so we're almost straight crosswind, I think.
Gotcha.
Maybe a little bit. We're getting a little bit of a tailwind here.
We're still climbing, so it's trying to get us down a little bit there.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see straight in front of us or not.
Yeah.
That's the Lake City Airport up there. It's about
12
miles away.
Yep.
We're up high. We're almost at 2,200, 2,300 feet. So when you're up high, you can see a good distance when it's clear.
Right. Is that the air park down there on the right?
Yep, that's Lake City Air Park.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So if we wanted to land on runway 5, what we do is we go across it and then make a left, go downwind like this and come this way. I don't want to land now because we're going to go down through all that bouncy stuff, so let's fly around up here and get more time for you to coordinate, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
All right, why don't we turn around and let's follow the interstate back. Fly right over the interstate. How's that?
Okay.
Doing real good right over the interstate. What I'd like you to do is just continue to fly straight along like this and pull the throttle back just a little at a time and try to maintain the same altitude. Try not to go down a little bit, all right? So pull the throttle back, and you're going to need to pull the stick back just a little bit. Easy does it. Easy does it.
Yeah, I'm afraid it slides quick back here.
Yep, that's fine. Now that's 4,500. You'll fly right at about 50 miles an hour. Pull the stick back just a little bit more, just a little bit. There you go. Now you're still losing just a little bit of altitude, but we're flying slower, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Pull the throttle back just a little bit more and slow down here to like 48 miles an hour. We're up high. There's no problem. If we stalled, we have plenty of time to recover. But I want you to just get the feel of the plane.
Okay.
All right, give it a real slow, gentle turn to the left. Can you feel the difference in the controls?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it takes, probably takes more kick to get it to go.
Exactly, they're not as responsive.
Right.
And they're not as sensitive. But you're doing real good. You got a nice coordinated flight. And when you're real slow, this is the kind of turns you want to make. You don't want to make a real hard bank when you're real slow.
Yep.
All right, do the same thing and just real slowly turn, and we'll go back down over Highway 41 there.
Okay.
Now, if you got into trouble, you didn't like things, what would you do to immediately get airspeed?
More throttle.
No, well, yeah, you can, but more quicker than that. Push the stick
Push
forward.
forward on the stick.
Right.
Yeah, both. Right.
Yeah. Really, the elevator is really an airspeed control, right? If you think about it.
Yeah.
You pull back, you slow down, you push forward, you go faster, right?
Right. Right.
All right, when you're right over the road, we're going to follow the road right on down. What I'd like you to do is leave the throttle the same, but I'd like you to push the stick forward to get to 60 miles an hour and just try to fly at 60 miles an hour with the same throttle setting.
Okay.
We got plenty of altitude. We're going to go down, but that's all right. We'll climb back up in a minute. That's it. Now hold it at 60 miles an hour, right there.
Okay.
All right, we're descending at 300 feet a minute. Now keep it right at 60. That's it, real good. We're going down a nice steady rate here. Now the next exercise we're going to do, we're going to keep it at 60 miles an hour, but you're going to add throttle, okay?
Okay.
Now we get to 1,500 feet. Go ahead and add throttle and keep it at 60 miles an hour.
Okay.
Add it on up to about 5,500. There you go. Keep it right at 60 miles an hour. Keep that throttle setting. A little more throttle. There you go. Keep it right at 60 miles an hour.
Okay.
Now we're climbing a little bit. What happens though is as you go like this, it loads the prop, so it'll lower your RPM.
Yeah. Okay.
Give it a little more RPM and keep it at 60. There you go. And now we're climbing a little faster. A little more throttle. Turn it up to about 5,800 RPM. All right, now leave the throttle where it is and go to 55 miles an hour. See if you can raise it.
Okay.
Climb a little bit faster, but we'll have a little slower airspeed. That's it, nice and steady, very good. Let's go on up to 2,500 feet.
Okay.
All right, why don't we level off here at 2,500 feet.
Okay.
Let's fly at 55, straight and level at 2,500 feet.
Okay.
There you go. That's nice and level, about 5,500. Let's get back over to our road over here.
Okay.
We're going to turn around and we'll do slow flight and fast flight going back the other way.
Okay.
There's our old Santa Fe River down there.
Oh yeah.
Winding around.
Want me to turn now, or?
Yeah, whenever you want to, whenever you feel like it.
Okay.
Beautiful, look at that, nice. Smooth coordinated turn right at 55, maintaining altitude. All right, let's do this. Let's get it to 2,500 feet and let's maintain that altitude. We're going to go slower and faster, okay? Maintaining 2,500 feet.
All right. Okay.
All right, first thing we're going to do is fast flight, okay? Maintain
Okay.
2,500 and let's go up to about 70, just above 70 miles an hour.
Okay.
Climbing a little bit, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Now your airspeed's going up. Keep pushing that stick forward. All right, feel the controls a little bit. Feel how quickly they respond.
Yeah. Okay, I'll pull back on the throttle a little here.
Okay, pull back on the throttle, slow it down. Let's see if we can fly at about 48 miles an hour. Let's keep 2,500 feet in altitude.
Okay. Still getting a little funny here. We're trying to coordinate
Yeah.
aileron and pedal. Okay, so I got the altitude I want now.
Right. Now slow it down. You're actually going down now. You're descending.
Yeah.
I want you to feel as you sneak up on stall what it's going to feel like. You're about 5 miles an hour above stall right now. Pull it back just a little bit more. Get a little closer to it. See, you're still descending here.
Yeah.
Pull back just a little bit more.
Okay.
I'm on the controls with you. Look at your sight picture here. See how the ground is here and your wings are up?
Yep.
Very good. Pull it back just a little bit more. All right, that's just about it. That's about as slow as you can fly before that thing's gonna stall. My airplane, I've got it.
Okay.
Now watch when I'm gonna pull the throttle back. Right there at 40. That's it.
Now, if you didn't apply power, full power there, would it eventually
Yeah.
slowly come out? You just don't lose as much altitude.
You'd lose a lot more altitude unless you add the throttle to it.
Right.
You want to try one?
Altitude now at
2,300 feet.
2,300 feet. I bring back on the throttle.
With this much RPM, it might just mush. It might not really break into a stall. It'll just.
Yeah, it keeps wanting to just push over, which is good, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, pull the throttle. Do this and just pull the throttle back. Pull the throttle back. Feel it just about ready to go?
Yep.
All right. The plane is just mushing right now. Throttle back a little bit more. All right, push the stick forward. Push the stick forward. Push the throttle forward. Full throttle. Recover. Pull the stick back. Easy, 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 easy.
Okay.
Easy, easy. See, we're up to 80 miles an hour there.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I got you.
All right.
Okay.
Very good.
That was exciting.
Yeah. All right, you want to do one more? All right, I'll tell you what. Why don't you just relax? It's getting late, and we're going to get bumpy going down. Let me fly the plane.
Oh, I
Why
appreciate
don't you
it.
just relax, and we're just going to have a little fun flight here. What I'm trying to do with those exercises is to get you to feel the dynamic range of the plane in terms
Yes.
of speed and the relationship of throttle and angle of attack.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I have already felt a lot of feedback here from what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong, so I appreciate everything we're doing here.
And up here above, 2,000 feet or so, I'm going to give it full throttle, and we're going to fly as fast as we can, straight and level, okay?
Okay?
All right, that's about what we're going to do, straight and level. It's about 78 miles an hour.
Okay?
Now, everything's real sensitive. If I go like that, you see how quickly they move, or if I go like this, we're going to move around real quick.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, now if I do this, I was climbing there, let me pull it back. All right, that's about as slow as you can fly right there, about 42 or so.
Yep.
Now, if I go like this, And like this, see, it's much slower.
Yes. Okay, you're right around 3960 there on RPM.
Yeah, and but I'm falling. See, I'm not maintaining altitude. So
Yeah.
in order to maintain altitude, we're going to need about 4,500. So down right at about 42 miles an hour airspeed.
Okay.
And 4,300, 4,400. We're still descending just a little bit. That's
Yeah.
your dynamic range between 42 and 78. And the plane likes to fly real good between 55 and 60.
Gotcha.
I think we need to head back.
Okay. Yep, that's your field up there, right?
Right, that's it.
Yep.
And wind is almost calm. You see a little smoke up over there.
Good.
But we'll land to the east because it's coming just a little bit out of that.
Sounds good.
All right. So I'll go ahead and fly on over here. All right. When you're going through a lot of turbulence, you want to slow the plane down because you know, you're banging it a lot harder going faster.
Right.
So, and I don't like to instruct when when we're bouncing around because a bunch of things are happening and you can't tell if it's the stick that you're doing something with or if it's the wind that's bouncing you around.
Yep, gotcha.
We can fly the plane, if we could fly the plane at noon if we got up to 6,000 feet.
Right, right. And you're right. I mean, as a student, I want to know what the actions are of the controls, and when I get bumps, you
Right.
don't get, it gets noise into your system,
Right, and then you go to start to chase the bumps around.
Yep.
As you go through one, the left wing may be lifted up by a thermal over there, but not on this side. They can be very small like that.
Right.
And then you get in and out of them, so you're going up and down, and I just don't like to fly in bumpy weather.
No, I understand. I was looking over at Mitt Bradley's field there.
Yeah. So it's almost 10:30 here, or no, it's almost 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And so you can see this, it just becomes uncomfortable here.
Sure. I got you. And you can tell by that smoke about where the thumper stuff is. It's fairly
Yeah.
smooth up through about 100 feet or so.
All right. We're getting thrown around here in the air.
Yeah, no, I notice. Still a good job. But I am watching everything you do and seeing, putting a visual with the description that you talk about in the lesson.
Yeah.
And I can see where you're flying it down low into the ground, and there is a certain amount of fear factor of that ground coming up real quickly.
Yeah.
And then you're timing it just right so that you basically can flare, or at least get it close to the ground so that you're ready to flare when you're ready to flare. And
Right. Okay, how you feeling?
great.
Good.
Yep, appreciate it.
Good.
It was a very good day.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and as always, I appreciate your comments. So please join me on my next adventure. Until then, take care.